Mine is just to make one comment, then I invite the CS to proceed from here. Your Excellency, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, we have been having about, this is the third day since the conference started, which is actually the 4th Global Tourism Resilience Day Conference and Expo. And in the few days that we have been here, Your Excellency, there has been a lot of discussions on tourism resilience that have been going on. Several panels have discussed, and Your Excellency, I'm sure they'll be able, a declaration will be read out at a later stage on what was discussed and what was agreed. And so I want to thank you so much, Your Excellency, for finding time to come and grace the closing. And of course, thank all the honorable ministers from the different countries and honorable delegates that have come. Thank you so much. With those few remarks, I would like therefore to take this opportunity to say, let's have a round of applause as we welcome our Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Rebecca Miano. A round of applause as she comes. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, PS. Our chief guest, Prime Cabinet Secretary, Excellency Musalia Mudavadi, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, we are now at the climax towards the end of our conference. But before I say one or two words, I would like to invite my colleague ministers from the countries that are represented here to just make one or two remarks. And I will start with the Minister of Wildlife Conservation and Tourism from South Sudan, Honorable Johnny Jock Chagot.
Thank you very much. Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi. Sorry, mic. Can you use it? Perfect, thank you. Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi, Honorable Minister of Tourism from Africa, Minister of Tourism from Congo, Deputy Minister of Tourism from Angola, and all invited guests from national to local regions. Thank you so much for having us here. And also our remarkable host, the Minister of Tourism, Kenya, thank you so much for one of the invitation to all of us. Also, and people who are here today. Thanks so much. Ladies and gentlemen, history tells us that human is always a work that is buildings from the creation, and we start still working on it, and it will continue for generations to come. And that we are all one global citizens. We divided ourselves with boundaries. We divided ourselves with culture, religions. But the God who created us, we are one. And that you can see from all across the globes, our needs are always one. We might have different politics, we might have different cultures, but at the same times, we're bound together as one human being. I bring to you a great greetings from the people of South Sudan and the government of South Sudan, one of your neighbor who's very close to you. And in this forum, we were so excited when we get the invitation, because for us as Kenya, we share the same tourism aspiration. South Sudan is known for a great wildlife migrations. which I said yesterday is the biggest in the world. And it's also next door to you. In this sector, we can do a lot. But while we work on it, we need to keep one thing in mind, that everything that government do, everything that we do together, it must come together to make sure that it lifts up ordinary citizens in Kenya, in South Sudan, and across the globe. We're talking about resilience, but we cannot have resilience until one ordinary person in the village has a decent job where they can make financial decisions for their families. Average Kenyans who are watching this forum, from the rural areas to the urban areas, they must be asking themselves today, what is in it for me? What is in it for my family? What is in it for my community? What is in it for my neighbor? But all of those are thrown at us, especially at the government, that we are the institution that has to provide for our citizens, whether in area of data that was talked about earlier, whether in the area of resilience, whether in area of preparation for national disasters. We have to make sure that each family and every each home have to make those decisions on their own, not necessarily the government. The government have to provide the lead to make sure that everybody has a decent life right here in Kenya and across the globe. So, Honorable Minister, thank you for giving me the opportunity to say a few words. Sorry if I take a lot of times. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you, Minister. We will have Honorable Kwete Labo from DRC. Bonjour, Minister.
Merci.
Thank you very much.
Excellence, Monsieur le Premier ministre,
His Excellency the Prime Minister,
Monsieur le ministre,
all the honorable ministers,
Madame et Monsieur les fonctionnaires, les hauts fonctionnaires de l'État,
and all the other dignitaries and protocols observed.
chers participants, tout protocole observé.
Dear participants, all protocols observed.
La RDC est un emballage unique habitant allant de Makrof au Congo central, à l'ouest au glacier de Ruwenzori.
And this external function gives us too much grace as the DRC Congo.
Des savanes et du centre du sud du pays aux forêts humides, du nord offrant de visites possibilités d'une immense variété de pratiques d'activités écotouristes.
The savanna and the great extension of the southern part of the DRC gives great welcome to all the tourists and the visitors.
En termes de chiffres, on retrouve en RDC Congo 155 millions d'hectares, soit 50% des forêts tropicales humides d'Afrique.
The foreign exchange that is earned from tourism, ranging from the millions of shillings that has been mentioned, has much great socio-economic value to the DRC.
Et c'est ce qui fait de cette destination touristique le deuxième poumon de la planète après l'Amazonie, avec 8% de carbone mondial stocké et 145 000 km de tourbières enfouies.
And therefore, the much impact that the carbon exchange, which ranges to 80%, gives a lot of impact on the tourism.
Un réseau hydrographique composé des lacs du fleuve Congo,
And in Africa, comprised of the physical features, the lakes and all those other physical features in Congo,
avec lui-même 470, 4700 km de longueur, soit D plus au moins soit le deuxième de l'Afrique.
and about 4,000 kilometers of area that surrounds the entire Africa in DRC,
avec l'influence continue de jeter avec débit régulier de 41 000 mètres, soit deuxième du monde après l'Amazonie.
And with more than 4,000 of these particular exchange surrounds all the households.
Avec plus ou moins 450 tribus, la RDC présente autant de gastronomie, autant d'artisanaux traditionnels, autant de légendes, autant de danses, autant de traditions, autant d'œuvres d'art.
And equally, all this gives exchange with gastronomy, that is eating, cultural, and equally all the people.
Depuis l'avènement du président de la République Tshisekedi Tshilombo à la magistrature du pays,
And therefore, with all the permission of His Excellency Chilombo and the entire country,
le programme d'action du gouvernement dans son premier pilier et plus précisément dans l'axe stratégique 1, 2, 3 a retenu le secteur du tourisme l'un des leviers des investigations de l'économie nationale à travers la création d'emplois, la protection du pouvoir d'achat des ménages, l'amélioration du cadre institutionnel réglementaire du secteur, la mise en œuvre d'une stratégie marketing de la destination du Congo, la création des zones de développement, expansion des touristes.
and all this with a lot of impact on the entire country with regards to employment creation, cultural exchanges, and every other value that goes down or trickles down to the local economy in the Congo.
Au regard de cette articulation du tourisme dans les programmes précités, il devient important pour le ministère du Tourisme ainsi que tous les secteurs cadres institutionnels, y compris le secteur privé, examinent des stratégies d'anticiper, d'absorber carrément, d'adapter, qui feront à ce que le secteur touristique soit à mesure de résister aux chocs intérieurs-extérieurs afin de perturber la réalisation des actions prévues dans le cadre du programme précité.
And therefore, with all this so much impacts, therefore, what we recover, what has been discovered and discussed from this exchange in this Global Tourism Resilience Day, especially on tourism resilience, is so much important for the entire sector in Congo and the entire world at large.
Ainsi que la participation du ministère du Tourisme de mon pays dans cette conférence exposition rêve-t-elle toute ses pertinences car la résilience du tourisme désigne la capacité de destination d'un pays.
And therefore, as a Minister of Tourism, the element of resilience is so much important for the entire nation at large.
Des entreprises publiques et privées,
The public enterprises and organizations are so much privileged.
des communautés locales à anticiper, absorber, s'adapter, à se remettre des chocs tels que pandémie, de guerre, des catastrophes naturelles ou la crise économique tout en maintenant les fonctions essentielles à améliorer la durabilité.
And therefore, the local people are also privileged to be able to know how to be able to adapt from these pandemic shocks, tourism shocks, wars, hunger, and so much other challenges.
Se faisant aux situations de la guerre, d'agression qui se sont suivies à partir de notre pays, laquelle est considérée comme le fleuron de notre tourisme.
And therefore, the crisis that is being experienced from his country is also one of the major crises that is affecting the tourism sector.
Ceci avec comme conséquence le développement de mauvais narratifs sur notre destination touristique.
And therefore, it is so much important that this is being addressed so that you can be able to address or to improve the tourism sector in the country.
Cette conférence sur la résilience du tourisme tombe à point, nommée d'expérience sur la résilience de ce secteur phare dans notre programme économique, malgré ces mauvais narratifs, mais aussi de bénéficier de la bonne pratique au pays et en matière de développement d'un tourisme résilient.
And therefore, this program, in essence, will be able to bring about so much importance to the economy, and especially with regards to the economy.
Monsieur le Premier ministre, Monsieur le ministre,
And therefore, the Prime Minister for this ministry,
distingués invités,
all distinguished guests, the Prime Minister, distinguished guests,
dans un contexte de guerre et d'agression qu'il a revu de notre partie orientale, de notre territoire national,
with regards to the wars and the battles that are happening within the French country,
depuis plusieurs décennies,
with so much definitions of wars,
le tourisme de la RDC s'est montré très résilient
the
par
tourism,
sa capacité de s'adapter et de résorber les chocs à la fois extérieure et intérieure.
Therefore, the tourism sector has to be adapted for resilience, both interiorly, within, and externally.
Je peux citer ici plusieurs cas de résilience.
I can be able to cite 4 elements of resilience.
L'amélioration du gouvernance par la promulgation de la loi numéro 18, 018, 19 juillet 2018, portant principal fondamental et l'adoption de la politique nationale du tourisme.
Okay, improvement of laws and policies that will be able to address tourism.
La mise en œuvre d'une série de stratégies de marketing et communication centrées sur le tourisme en tant que soft power congolais.
Placing together marketing and promotion strategies to be able to ensure tourism promotion is addressed in Congo.
L'utilisation de l'événement comme catalyseur du changement des narratifs sur la destination touristique en RDC.
To be able to also utilize the foreign exchange earnings that are gotten from DRC Congo.
Par exemple, le Léopard lors de la Coupe d'Afrique de football pour partager l'expérience avec le Royaume.
For example, has been in sports and earnings. For example, has taken place in Morocco from the African Cup of.
L'organisation de relance d'activités touristiques de la province et à travers le concept Semaine congolaise du tourisme de la dernière édition a eu lieu à Lubumbashi.
For example, also what has taken place in Congo, the organization of the IUDS conference.
L'accompagnement de l'encadrement du secteur privé à travers leurs activités, en l'occurrence DRC en collaboration avec le Quai Tourisme World Congo, River en collaboration avec la République Congo.
Also, importantly, also having collaboration with Africa to be able to improve also what is happening in tourism in.
Cette expérience mérite d'être comme faisant des portiers des bonnes pratiques congolaises en matière de sciences, telles que l'importance de la participation à la en nous présentant d'idées et écoutant les autres participants leurs bonnes pratiques.
And therefore, this conference is a good example to be able to take so much experience from what is being in other countries that can be able to adapt to Congo.
Merci notre pays frère pour la République frère Kenya pour l'hospitalité.
And therefore, it's me to appreciate Kenya for having great hospitality for the DRC.
Monsieur le Premier ministre, Monsieur le ministre, merci pour votre attention particulière.
Excellency, the Minister, CS, and the other minister.
From plan has and they really don't that plan